The U.S. ambassador to the Holy See consults with the Vatican on international issues of common interest. Florida Congressman Francis-ENN-2017-05-24, a former ambassador to the Holy See during the George W. Bush administration, joins us now. Welcome back to the program.
Thanks for having me back on.
Based on your experience as ambassador to the Holy See, how important was this meeting to set the tone between the Vatican and the White House?
I think this meeting is very important, and the fact that President Trump chose to come to the Holy See both early in his term and right after going to Saudi Arabia and Israel says a whole lot about the unique alignment of the Holy See and the United States to promote shared values.
You know, President Reagan created a divine plan, as they called it, to end communism and worked with Pope John Paul II to implement it. It seems to me, based on what you just said, that President Trump is reaching out to Pope Francis, but this time, instead of battling communism, they're talking about battling ISIS. Do you think that Trump is mimicking Reagan's strategy?
Well, in a sense, I think he's following Reagan's strategy and following the roadmap laid out by Pope Benedict back after the Regensburg speech of working to use the Holy See's unique soft power diplomacy to seek to bring Islam into the modern world and to use all interreligious dialogue and all faiths to support Islam as it reforms itself.
You know, Donald Trump also has been a very vocal pro-life president, and those are a lot of the people who helped him get elected. And so while there are areas where President Trump also disagree with Pope Francis on immigration and climate change, it seems like the life issue from conception to natural death, also Christian persecution, are fundamental issues they have in common. Do you think that's enough to build a strong relationship?
Oh, I absolutely do. And I think the Pope himself said a couple of important things. He said, I'm not going to judge President Trump. And he said, we need to focus on the common things that we have together to work on and go forward. And I think what you say about Christian persecution, which has reached an all-time heinous level, the opportunity to work on the reform of Islam and uniting to fight Islamic terrorism, as well as to fight the scourge of trafficking, are things that we can work on together with the Holy See.
He nominated Callista Gingrich just on Friday as ambassador to the Holy See, right before he took off for this trip. I need to know from you, what is going to be the toughest thing that she has to do?
Well, I think, first of all, she's a terrific pick because she has a strong pipeline directly into the White House. And that was what made me effective, and some of the previous ambassadors of the Holy See who could go straight to the White House and get support for what they were trying to accomplish. I think one of the things that she's going to need to work on are the things that are laid out in this communique, are interreligious dialogue to help reform Islam and to help fight Islamic terrorism, as well as to seek to end the persecution of Christians.
Thank you so much for your time. Florida Congressman Francis-ENN-2017-05-24, a former ambassador to the Holy See.
Thank you and have a great day.